decide to slap you, okay? Nobody in here has got it together that they don't need to be told that they're loved. That they don't need to be told that somebody loves them. That verbally they need to be told. And we desperately need it. We desperately need to express that we love one another. How many women today, on a serious note, how many women today are thirsty and starving for the love to be expressed from a man that is busy at work and doesn't take time, and you're feeling ignored, you're feeling neglected, and you feel like you've been taken for granted by a loved one? And I'm going to get intimate here, but you know, there's a scenario that you might be laying in the bed and your partner is asleep, and you're sitting there and you hear him breathing, but you're longing to hear his voice, to reach up and tell you how much he loves you. And it's not just with the women, you know, it could be the men too. There's a lot of females, a lot of men here are faithful and hardworking, struggling to make something of themselves, struggling, and yet they're dragging around the weight of a partner that's always focused on the negative. You're trying to be the best husband you can be. You're trying to be the best father you can be. You're trying to make an income, and you're dragging around a woman and the attitude of always pointing out the negative, and they're never expressing anything about love, and they're never expressing how good they feel about you and stuff like that. And we walk through it every day, and here's the problem. We haven't addressed it, and we think that it's normal, and it's life. And it's not. That's not the way things should be. There is nothing worse than having someone physically present but emotionally absent and communicates their silence by saying, "You don't matter to me. You don't matter to me." But listen to what it says in Proverbs 33 and 27. We're jumping to Proverbs real quick. Just a real quick verse. We're not going to stay very long. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 27, it says this. It says, "Do not withhold good from those who deserve it, when it is within your power to help them." Do not withhold good from those who deserve it when it's in your power to help them. How awesome is that? Don't hold good away from somebody if you have the power to do something for them. Do not withhold good. Let me ask you a question. Is it a good thing to express our love to one another? We'll give you another run at that. Is it a good thing to express your love to one another?
Yes.
Okay. It's building your mate up with a good thing. It's building the person that you love, your partner. It's expressing to them, "You are good. I love you. I bring this. I want to show you this. I want to bring this out to you that you." But here's the question: do you do it? Do you do it? Or here's another question: do you know how to do it? Do you know how to do good and to point out good and to lift up somebody if you have the power to do it? So let's talk about this for a little while. How do we do it? There's 3 ways. And if you want to jot this down, this is, you know, if you want to write a point or something down, this is a good point. Expressing your love. Here's a way to do it. Number 1, verbal confirmation. Everybody say verbal confirmation.
Verbal confirmation.
Now when I say verbal confirmation, I'm talking about who they are, their essence. Who they are. Everybody say who they are.
Who they are.
The essence of a person. And this is big. It's the gotta have kind of part. Okay, you gotta have this. Who they are. It's not just about the looks. You know, guys, when I was growing up and maybe in youth group or while I was youth pastoring here, and have a teenage guy bring a girlfriend, you'd be like, "Hey dude, Pastor Trey, check out my girl. She's hot." Y'all remember when y'all was dating? Y'all remember Buzz? And, you know, we'd walk up to them girls and we had a, you know, if we only knew how stupid we looked. we'd walk up to them and we'd be like, how you doing? Okay. But, you know, and we would express to other guys, if, you know, the buddies would walk up to each other and be like, hey dude, check her out. She don't know her ABCs, but she's hot. You know? She can't ride her nag real good, but she looks good. And I'm like, well, I hope that's not all you're basing it on. You know, because that's going to one day fade away. Oh, she's not always going to be like that. Now, this doesn't apply to any woman at Calvary Church of God, okay? But all the women everywhere else in this world, not Calvary Church of God, because all the women here are going to stay beautiful.
I mean that shelf track.
But moving along, it's powerful to know that a man and woman are more focused on who they really are other than things that won't last forever. That's love that is deep. That's a strong love. That's the kind of love that shows no boundaries. Will go back. I'm talking about